It's Wednesday, the 29th of September. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel. And yesterday, on 28 September, a Rockwell Commander 690 went down in Wisconsin, killing all three on board. Here's what we know so far. Preliminary reports indicate that this Rockwell 690B Commander took off from Rhinelander, Oneida County Airport in Wisconsin about 8:45 local time. The aircraft tail number is 690 Lima Sierra with a serial number of 11475. Now, they don't list the year, make, and model of this aircraft, but I believe based on that serial number, it is a 1975 model Aero Commander 690B. The aircraft made it up to about 15,000 feet, and the flight only proceeded for about 10 minutes when, according to FlightAware preliminary flight tracking data, the flight dropped off abruptly from flight radar, or flight radar 24, from 15,000 feet back down to the ground in a matter of a minute or two, with an associated loss of ground speed but a very high rate of descent. The aircraft with three on board was operated under a Part 91 operation and was owned and operated by the Surdex Corporation. The Surdex Corporation is a well-known St. Louis-based surveying, aerial photography, and ortho-imagery company that's been around for over 60 years and has a fleet of 11 aircraft. Nowadays, they are reporting that they have a fleet of 5 turboprop aircraft, 4 Cessna Conquests, and this one, according to sources near the company, this one Rockwell 690B Aero Commander, which was recently acquired. Also, sources close to the company are saying that this aircraft had recently come out of maintenance. The Aero Commander 690B is an important aircraft to all of us here in California, as it's a major part of our firefighting effort here in California. So this story is very important that we figure out what happened to this aircraft as soon as we can, to see if there's not a problem affecting the entire fleet of Aero Commander aircraft. The nature of the way this aircraft went down in good weather from cruise altitude in such a short amount of time may suggest some sort of major catastrophic failure of the aircraft. The Rockwell 690B does have an older airworthiness directive regarding the wing cracking at the fuselage and also for corrosion, but that AD was dated back to 2013, and all aircraft at this time should have been in compliance with that airworthiness directive. Also of question will be what sort of maintenance was this aircraft undergoing, and was there maintenance ongoing with the engines? Of course, the FAA and NTSB are en route to investigate, and one of the first things investigators will be looking at is what's known as the four corners of the aircraft, where all four corners, the nose, the tail, left and right wingtips of the aircraft, all found at the accident site. In other words, did this aircraft break up in flight? Investigators will be able to get us that information, I hope, very soon. Being an FAR Part 91 operation, remember FAR Part 91 versus Part 135 versus Part 121, the airlines, Part 91 being the least restrictive FAA regulations from which to operate under. Under Part 91, there may be very little data on board the aircraft that investigators may be able to recover. So this is a tragic loss for the 3 people lost on this aircraft. The Surdex Corporation has been around for many, many years doing this aerial surveying kind of work, and this is the kind of entry-level aviation job that a lot of young aspiring aviators get as soon as they get their minimum amount of time and ratings in the aircraft. They build time at corporations like Surdex, flying time that is, especially multi-engine turboprop time, before going on to bigger and better jobs as they work their way up the aviation career to something like the airlines. But right now, based on the very preliminary data that we have, and the sudden loss of altitude from this aircraft from a cruise altitude situation, we just have no idea if this would have been a pilot error situation or some kind of catastrophic mechanical failure of the aircraft. As soon as we get more information on this, we'll keep you posted here. Thanks so much for your support here and on Patreon that make this content possible. See you here. See the links below for more information.